Okay, so the past, meaning 2015. Um, so like, I split it up into winter of 2015, spring, summer, and fall. I'm gonna talk about them all in that order. So, um, it's really cold in here, but like, I'm still having a good time, even though it's like freezing. But so things I appreciated about this past year in life: family, school, my friend Janune, my friend Diana, God, um, the view out my backyard window, because that view is like gorgeous, and whenever I wake up in the early morning, I'm really, blessed to like look out that window because it's just a beautiful view. The golf course is like absolutely gorgeous. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just, I get such a tranquil feeling from looking out the window. It's like beautiful. Having new experiences with people. Yeah, I had a lot of new experiences with people. Um, this past year, and they were really special, and it's stuff that you never forget, and stuff that really touches your heart, and it's been cool. It's been really cool. And going to the bleachers was great all the time. Every time it was always fun. Making new friends was really, really a good thing that happens. Um, Independence, confidence gaining, and basically I had a lot of independence this past year. I gained independence really, and that was really something I'm thankful for. Definitely um, gained confidence. You gain confidence when you really work on yourself. And I got better at drawing ears in particular. As far as my drawings go, as far as art, one thing I really, really got better at was drawing ears. I went to Newport with my friend Jin Yoon and our other friends, and before summer vacation, we all, to celebrate it, we all went out to Newport, which is a city. It's like a city in Rhode Island, and so that was cool. It was really cool. That was a great day, and I just loved spending time. It was really fun. And another thing I was thankful for was summer vacation. That was like something else. That was something else. It was a really great vacation. It was amazing. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about winter 2015, shall we? It was a blur. Okay, needless to say. This is where the sadness comes in. Okay, this was still a dark time for me, winter 2015. Um, I was still pretty sad during this time. Um, Pretty suicidal, if you will. I was sad. I was struggling on my own. Um, I was struggling in art classes that I was taking. I just wasn't into the class and the teaching, the classes, and how it was being taught. And I don't know, not just that, it just wasn't, it didn't feel right or something. Um, I love art, but yeah, I mean, I struggled in every class I had that semester except German. But the person I was like, depressed about was in that class, so I felt more motivated to do well, even though I I think I would have done well anyway because I'm really into languages. So, but just talking about this part of my life like still gives me like jitters a little bit because it was rough. It was rough. Um, it's basically this was the last leg of that pain. Well, the spring, sort of the beginning of spring was, but this was like the last full leg. And yeah, basically because it was before this and during this, about starting like 2013 and basically up until the beginning of spring 2015. I mean spring 2016. Sorry. No, yeah, spring 2015. No. Yeah, winter 2015. And then spring. Pretty much then, yeah. 2 years. It was rough. It was like really bad. So it was a lot of suffering. But I got through it. I got through it. I'm here today and I'm really a lot stronger coming out of it. I learned so much. When I think about it, I learned so much from that experience. I did. I did. I learned about all sorts of things in a relationship and that's important. I mean it's how life is. It's how you grow. Um I met the Greek teacher that at that point, so that was a positive thing that happened. Um and I also had my family with me. Um and that was really helpful obviously. I met my friend Jean during that time and I can't explain how much of a positive that was. She's a really great friend, you know. I had God in my life. Um, I've always had God in my life. Um, God has never left me. So, but other than all that, that time was pretty much a blur. You know, something I want to talk about is like the fact that that whole situation with the 2 years that was a massive blur. Everything that happened during that time. Mostly from the time I was depressed over him, like when we broke up and whatnot. Like mostly from then on, it was a blur. Like it was a long, long, um, very exhausted process. I really exhausted and not belabored, but like I really like what was the word I used before? It started with an M. I really really made that situation very long. I really like used my time to like express what I was feeling. I used a lot of time to like get over the situation and like not that like not get over but like figure out the situation and really make sure that I was over him, you know what I mean? And make sure I understood why it wasn't meant to be and because that was my first like really main like getting attached thing like in love and like that was my first like main, you know, yeah, my first kiss, my first everything like that. Not everything, but you know. And it was my first like heartbreak, I guess you could say. Even though I've had heartbreaks before, you know, that was my first like hard hitting one. Like it was really hard for me, and I couldn't understand why it wasn't for him. And it was really hard for a long time, and the whole situation was a blur. And that's what I mainly want to stress. Like it was a blur because like I was totally like distracted with that situation, and I wasn't really taking care of myself. It was awful, but life goes on. Spring 2015 was better. Like, it was better. Like, so much better. I started to get more happy and independent from those people that I was so attached to. I broke away from those toxic friends and really, got better friends and basically, got more independent. And because those people were from high school, and in high school, you more or less have a group of friends, and then you all like do the same thing, and get in the same programs and classes and whatnot. But like in college, you gotta break away from that, like especially if they're being toxic. And that's what I had to do. I got away from them and kind of just broke into my own thing, broke away, and really just started being independent on my own and doing what I really wanted to do and needed to do in college. And so that was the best decision I ever made, probably, breaking away from them. Um Not the best, but it was the start of, recovery. Not the start, but like it was a main shift. Like it was a very important step. Um Start making video. I started making videos in the spring. Yeah. I had God, my family still, and friends still. And, at this point, things were starting to be less blurry. Like, things were less of a blur, and I was actually living life without the blur of depression. The constant dulling feeling. Like, it was really, really freeing and a great time. Great time. Recovery. A time of recovery. Meeting new people. All that stuff, and great times. And so I started making videos, and here I am still doing it, and it's been great. So, let's go on to summer 2015. Okay, this was a little while after I broke away from those people, and I was starting to really feel a lot better. I was starting to get my life together. I was starting to go to bed earlier, and like, get up earlier, do things all the time, and going on social media less and whatnot. But then one day I like met somebody, and my summer like totally flipped upside down. It was like the perfect summer because of this one person. And I mean, it had its confusions and scary things, because new things, but it was a really good time and a really good summer because of this one person. But at the same time, I had other people. I had friends, from people from other countries that I started like exchanging language tips with and whatnot, and all that. But the main highlight was this one guy, and he really made my summer something special. But so during the summer 2015, met new people, had a lot of great and special experiences. Newport, hung out with my friends, and hung out with my friend Jinyun at the mall and all kinds of stuff like that. I went to church often, very often, like very very often, on days that I didn't even have the like on days that weren't even Sunday. Um, I cleaned my room, which was a big thing for me. At one point, I spent some time off the computer. That was interesting. I got organized. I got much more organized with all my stuff in my room, and like, I started to feel like I could work on myself more. Like once you get toxic people out of your life, I feel like you could get more organized and your life starts to fall into place. And everything's just recovering now still, and everything's still falling into place. It's great. It's really great. I got a job. That summer, this past summer, 2015, and that was a very great thing. Like that really meant that I was growing and getting really over those people, because I used to be like so attached to them to the point where I didn't even want to get a job if they weren't gonna have the same job as me. It was really bad. I'm really glad I broke away from all that, and I really transitioned well from high school once I got over them. And literally, like, just kind of getting that job was really a big step. I mean, I made a lot of big steps this summer, like, and a lot of like big things happened, and like important things happened, special things, and really special times, and yeah, I don't know, like good times. A meteor shower. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. Duolingo. I did a lot of Duolingo, like translating articles and whatnot. Actually, when I met this person that I, had a great experience with, I was actually translating some articles on Duolingo at the time. So that was cool. I took care of myself. I started getting like better and better and better at makeup, getting more into like getting different makeup products and trying different ones on my face and doing CVS hauls. I did a ton of those, so kind of things, and so that's what was happening. I was getting more and more into makeup and like, taking care of myself, caring about my appearance, like really, mm, finding myself again, picking myself up, not giving up on myself like I was before. And that means a lot. I started sewing different things, like, for instance, oh my god, my foot's asleep. Ugh, blessed be the name of the Lord. Woo! I sewed this dress during the summer. I know you can't see it at all, but but I sewed that, and it's amazing. I mean, I forgot what else I sewed this summer. I know I definitely sewed that, though. Maybe I worked on that the whole summer, because it took weeks to do. Weeks and weeks and weeks. So, and then I let go of things like that were toxic, I learned how to let go in that sense. I got more confidence. I edited a lot of wait, no. What is it? Edited? I guess it does mean edited a lot of stuff. I think it means like edited my life in a sense. But anyway, yeah, and then I had my birthday in August, and that was a great day. Like, a lot of special stuff happened, and like, like obviously, I had a, time with my family that day as well. And I had a lot of people message and send cards, and another thing that happened was a meteor shower at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. that day on my birthday, August 13th, and it was a really good day. It was a really beautiful time. The meteor shower, I woke up at 3 a.m. and saw the meteor shower, and I was like, whenever I saw a meteor in the sky, I was like, Mommy, look, it's a meteor! And it was so cool, and we would like cuddle, we would be like, oh my gosh, there's a meteor like flying through the sky. It was so cool. Oh my gosh. So that was like really fun. And I don't know, just really good times. So. And then there was the solar eclipse. That was in the fall though. Fall 2015. not much blur at all. I was feeling like a little sad, and a little bit of a hard time happened, like during October especially. I was just really sad during October and November, um, because it was like a really kind of rough time in a sense. I mean, I was still having, growth and whatnot, and I was learning how to get over things or like, whatever. But, and there was a little bit of suicidal, but there wasn't that much. I almost thought I was falling back into it during that time, this past fall. But, I realize now that I'm not suicidal anymore. I'm not gonna let that, because I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen to me again. Because I can still be depressed about things. It just happens. But what I'm gonna do is deal with it and resolve it in a healthy way each time it happens. I'm gonna resolve it in a healthy way and try to resolve it for good. I know you relapse. You get anxieties again. It's natural. It happens. It's normal. But I'm gonna try my best to deal with it all in a healthy way. And in healthy ways. And that's why I'm trying to really, like, get my life in order and everything. And, but it was a more freeing semester. I mean, the fall semester was freeing. I mean, I was doing a lot of proactive things. Like, I was really, meeting a lot of people, like, as far as, like, just different, like, acquaintances go, and, people in the administration and everything. Like, I was meeting a lot of people, and a lot of people at the Catholic Center, and really, meeting new teachers, and, basically I was really keeping a good communication with my teachers, and that's something that was really, really good. I was going to see people a lot, like, for advice, like, and whatnot. I smiled and laughed a lot. That's something I noticed. And I definitely grew a lot more in learning. I learned a lot. I had a lot of strange dreams, weirdly, about all kinds of weird things, like, anxieties about guys, and, like, also I had strange dreams about, like, kind of prophetic kind of things. Not prophetic, but, like, I don't know, just weird situations. And I guess, like, kind of like nightmares too. I had nightmares, a lot of nightmares, so that's kind of weird. I wanted to start a dream journal and I could write down all these dreams, but I don't know. We'll think about that. More organized. I got more organized. I did better in school. I was more proactive. I mean, I did better in school, even though I didn't do so good for that month of October. And some classes I just sucked in. But I'm not so mad about that, because you know what? I did do a lot better this semester in my own personal life. Even if teachers don't think I did or whatever, like, I feel as though I did. So, yeah. Yeah. I used my resources a lot. I got a dress from a vintage dude at school. Like, he had a vintage, little hut thing where he was selling all sorts of vintage stuff, and I just really thought that was a cool part of the semester. I don't know, it stuck out to me. Obviously, because I love that stuff. I learned a lot of Chinese and did a lot of Memrise, which is a website for language learning. Yeah. But that was more towards the end of the semester, where I started using Memrise a lot for Hungarian. And Chinese as well. Right. So the solar eclipse was in October, I think. I don't know. Was it in October or September? I don't know. But I saw that, and, I don't know. Was it on the 23rd of October? I don't know. But, yeah, it was, like, awesome. Yeah. I think that actually might be it. So that was actually a lot to fit into these videos. It's kind of hard to organize my thoughts sometimes, so I always have to do outlines sometimes. I don't know, like, I try to be organized. But so, it was really great talking, and yeah, I mean, so how should I conclude? I guess, with the fact that I have a lot of aspirations, I'm thoroughly excited about living and life. I'm no longer really depressed about that guy, about, like, things. I'm I'm more accepting about it all because it's like part of God's plan and whatnot. Or, the fact that, you just gotta realize your own worth, really. That's how you get over guys or whatever. And most of the time you get over it by realizing your own worth and the fact that you should be spending your time living, having carefree timelessness, living, being, doing things you love to do, and growing for yourself. Because when a situation is rough, what you really have to do is kind of figure out how the situation that's currently happening fits into God's plan. Like, what could God be wanting you to do right now? Why is God doing this? Because He wants you to pay attention on something else right now. That's probably why, Or He's steering you into a different direction. Something like that. Or for right now, things need to be this way. Or X reason. Who knows? Who really knows? So, really what you just gotta do is try to be happy on your own. And with God as the center of your life. With that, you're really not ever alone. And you have your guardian angel, and you have all the angels in heaven around you, and, people that you really care about are looking down on you, and watching over you. And so, I just really want to have a great 2016. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about movies that are coming out that I'm really excited about, like Big Fat Greek Wedding, and I don't know what else. Big Fat Greek Wedding 2 is like something I'm really, really excited about. A new Beauty and the Beast movie's coming out too. But I'm not really excited about that one because Emma Watson is not gonna play a good Belle. I'm sorry. I'm really upset about that because she's not gonna be good. I'm sorry, she's just not Belle to me. She's not Belle. She's not the essence of the character. I'm sorry. She's just not. But I may be surprised, who knows. And there are a lot of other movies coming out that are gonna be great. And then there's the Olympics. Obviously, I'm truly excited about that. I've been excited about that since the last Olympics. So yeah. Number one, or number two, to God. I'm mostly excited about reading a lot of books and growing from that. And so that's what I'm doing this break and this 2016 so far. And I hope I don't look crazy with my eyeshadow today. I tried a new kind of look with the red shadow, and it kind of looks a little crazy, but that's part of what my goals are. Like, I want to work on like different styles of wearing my eyeshadow and stuff, like and wearing my makeup just to see what I like and what I don't like. So that's what I'm doing, and yeah. And I'm gonna be dyeing my hair soon. Maybe when the next semester starts. We'll see. But yeah. I'll see you guys around in the next video, and yeah, I am starting to get more subscribers, so I hope I can really like start to meet new people on here and really get to know new friends, and that would be really cool. So yeah, don't be shy, like comment on my video and tell me about yourself, and if you know a different language, tell me a random word in your language. Yeah, that would be really cool. So I'll see you around, and I don't know what kind of video I'm gonna make next, but I got many ideas, and yeah, actually I do know what video I'm making next. It's about Big Fat Greek Wedding, but I don't know exactly what I'm making after, but I have a ton of ideas, so I'm going to be making one of those. I'll see you later. Vi såg inte det